Okay, so NASA's James Webb Space Telescope just keeps blowing minds. It found the earliest galaxy ever, and now it's spotted this bonkers supermassive hole hauling away from its galaxy at 4 million miles per hour. This is a big deal, and scientists are scratching their heads about what it all means. The James Webb Telescope was sent up to check out the first stars and galaxies and has been sending back crazy pictures of stars dying and galaxies from way back when. Want to hear about more cool space stuff? Subscribe to our channel, like this video, share it, and hit the bell so you don't miss anything. So, this black hole is messing with what we thought we knew. Usually, black holes suck everything in, even light. But this one seems to be doing the opposite, making new stars as it goes. It's leaving a trail of baby stars that stretches like crazy far, 200,000 light-years. Scientists at Yale, led by Professor Peter Bond, wrote about this in the Astrophysical Journal Letters, and the Hubble Space Telescope confirmed it. Apparently, this black hole sparks new stars when it hits gas and cools it down. We're seeing the trail it leaves behind. And there's more. NASA announced that the James Webb Space Telescope caught a galactic merger, ARP-220. The super bright in infrared so James Webb can see it clearly. It's called an ultraluminous infrared galaxy because it shines like 1 trillion suns. Our Milky Way is only about 10 billion suns. ARP-220 is in the Serpent constellation, like 250 million light-years away. It's one of the brightest galactic collisions near us. These two galaxies crashed about 700 million years ago, which made a bunch of new stars pop up. There's a small area, 5,000 light-years across, packed with gas and about 200 big star clusters. That little spot has as much gas as the whole Milky Way. Before, radio telescopes found about 100 exploded stars, supernova remnants, in that area. And Hubble showed that the galaxy's cores are close, about 1,200 light-years apart, with rings of stars making bright infrared light. James Webb's pictures show those two galaxies smashing together. The pictures even show stuff being pulled away from the galaxies, which is from the gravity between them. The red and orange are scattered stuff in ARP-220. Hold on, there's still more. Researchers found old galaxies way out at the edge of the universe. At first, they weren't sure about it, so they shared the data with other scientists. Turns out, James Webb confirmed they're real. Because of this awesome telescope, we can see the oldest galaxies ever. The light from these galaxies has been traveling for over 13.5 billion years. These galaxies were around when the universe was only 350 million years old, so they help us figure out how galaxies formed so fast. The telescope also measured how much the light from these galaxies shifted to the red end of the spectrum, redshift, which means they're super far away, farther than Hubble could see. This proves that James Webb can do what it was made for: study the early universe by looking at light that's been traveling for ages. Everyone's stoked about this because it's a huge step in understanding how the universe started. This made NASA want to build even better telescopes to check if our ideas about the Big Bang are right. Data from James Webb showed that some of these old galaxies have extreme redshifts and don't have heavy stuff like carbon, which is weird. The universe is supposed to be 13.8 billion years old, so these galaxies are making scientists rethink things. This raises questions about the Big Bang theory because some things don't seem to fit, like going against the rules of thermodynamics and not explaining what caused the Big Bang. James Webb is finding galaxies almost as old as the Big Bang, which makes you wonder if we're missing something about how the universe started. Theoretical physicist Miyoku says that these ancient galaxies are changing everything we thought we knew. These galaxies seem way bigger and more developed than they should be at that age. So we might need to rewrite the textbooks. Even with all these questions, NASA tweeted about a cluster of galaxies that's only 650 million years after the Big Bang. Scientists think this cluster will grow into something huge, like the Coma cluster. James Webb can measure how fast these galaxies are moving, which confirms that they're all part of the same cluster. NASA compared these galaxies to drops of water joining to make a big river. What we thought about the Big Bang might not be right. But maybe James Webb will find more evidence to prove or disprove it. Who knows, the Big Bang might have happened, but maybe something else caused it. We'll have to wait and see what else James Webb finds. So, what do you think about all this? Share your thoughts in the comments. This thing has scientists and space fans scratching their heads, wondering what it all means for how we understand the cosmos. The James Webb Telescope was sent out to check out the first stars and galaxies, and it's been sending back awesome pictures of stars dying and galaxies from way back when. If you're into universe news, subscribe to our channel. Hit like, share, and ring that notification bell. This black hole thing is messing with what we thought we knew. Usually, black holes suck everything in, even light. But this one is like the opposite. Instead of eating light, it's making new stars along the way. There's this trail of baby stars stretching like 200,000 light-years behind it. Scientists are super confused by why it's acting so different. But a team led by Yale's Peter Bond wrote about it in the Astrophysical Journal Letters. The Hubble Space Telescope also saw it, which suggests the black hole makes stars when it touches gas and cools it down. We are seeing what is behind the black hole like its tail. And that's not all. NASA also announced that the James Webb Telescope caught the merger of Galaxy 220, the super bright among other galaxies. When these spiral galaxies crash together, it's called ARP220, and it shines super bright in infrared, which is why James Webb can see it so well. It's like a super bright galaxy, a trillion suns bright. Our Milky Way is only about 10 billion suns bright. ARP220 is in the constellation of Serpents, about 250 million light-years away. It's the brightest of the three closest galaxy crashes to us. About 700 million years ago, two spiral galaxies smashed into each other, causing a ton of new stars to form. In this small area are around 200 big star groups. Get this, it has as much gas as the entire Milky Way. Before, radio telescopes found about 100 exploded stars there. Then Hubble showed that the original galaxies are about 1,200 light-years apart. James Webb's picture shows the galaxies merging. You can even see faint tails coming off the edges, which shows the gravity pulling them together. The red and orange stuff is just scattered stuff in ARP220. Another awesome discovery that stumped scientists was when they found super-old galaxies way out at the edge of the universe. They weren't sure if they were real at first. Some thought they might be galaxies closer to us. So, they shared the data hoping for confirmation. And guess what? James Webb proved they're real. Now we can see the oldest galaxies ever. Scientists think the light from these galaxies has traveled over 13.5 billion years to reach us. These galaxies were around when the universe was only 350 million years old, which helps us understand how galaxies formed so fast. This is a big deal because it shows that James Webb can do what it was meant to do. Study the early universe by looking at light that's been traveling for over 13.5 billion years. It can measure extreme red shifts, which allows astronomers to see the first galaxies. People are thrilled because this is a huge step in exploring the universe and understanding how it changed over time. It's pushing NASA to build even more powerful telescopes to see if our understanding of the Big Bang is right. Data from James Webb shows that some of these first galaxies have extreme red shifts, which means James Webb is seeing them as they were 300 to 500 million years after the Big Bang. They don't have heavy elements like carbon, which is weird. The universe is supposed to be 13.8 billion years old, so it suggests we need to rethink things. This is causing some worry in the science world because these discoveries challenge the current model of the universe. James Webb is finding galaxies almost as old as the Big Bang itself, which makes us question everything we thought we knew. Theoretical physicist Miyoku said that these ancient galaxies cast doubt on what we knew about the beginning of the universe. We thought these galaxies would be less developed than the Milky Way. But the findings suggest we're missing something big. The fact that the telescope has found 6 galaxies that existed 500 million years after the Big Bang and are up to 10 times bigger than the Milky Way makes us wonder if our theories are correct. Kaku said it takes billions of years to make a galaxy like the Milky Way. So, to find such big, young galaxies is odd. We might need to rewrite the textbooks on the beginning of the universe. Even though this challenges what we thought we knew, NASA recently tweeted about a galaxy cluster that's only 650 million years after the Big Bang. Astronomers think this cluster will grow and become something like the Coma cluster. This area is special because it's where galaxies are growing fast. James Webb can measure the speeds of these galaxies, which confirms that they are bound together in a protocluster. NASA compared these distant galaxies to drops of water in rivers that will eventually form a big river. What we believed about the Big Bang isn't adding up, but more data from the telescope might prove or disprove the theory. The Big Bang may have happened, but what caused it could be a different story. We'll have to wait for more discoveries. What do you think about all this? Share your thoughts below.